Interleague Baseball coming up here on Major League Baseball's virtual network. I'm Nicholas Callis. The Pittsburgh Pirates playing the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. Tyler Glasnow walking out to pitch against the team that drafted him. This game coming up next. So Tyler Glasnow, that was his first full year with the Tampa Bay Rays. Got 12 starts because he was injured for part of the 2019 season, but still 6-1 record, 1.78 ERA. The Pirates in this series, 2-0. This is Game 3, the 3-game interleague series. Kevin Newman steps to the plate to bat for the Pirates. And look at those jerseys, a throwback to the 90s away jerseys, that new cursive print on the front. Those jerseys are new to this season. And that's ball one thrown by Tyler Glasnow. Rays 0-2 this season. Right now in last place in the American League East. The Pirates, on the other hand, with the 2-0 start that they've gotten in this series, are in first place. Austin Meadows makes the catch. That's out number one. Kevin Newman out, but we'll take a look at the Pirates starting lineup now, and not too many new additions. The one new signing was Jarrod Dyson, signed the biggest contract the Pirates offered this year. It was a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. Pirates very low spending this offseason, had 2 grievances filed by the Players Association for not spending money. Still operating here, though, with a 2-0 record to start the season. Here's Adam Frazier. 1 ball, no strikes on him. But I correct myself, the Pirates are now a half game back of the National League Central because the Cardinals beat the Reds today and swept that series. Hitting to left center field. Kiermaier's not going to get there, neither is Meadows. Meadows cuts it off the ground and throws it in, but that's a 1-out single for Adam Frazier. The Pirates on Thursday on opening day gave Blake Snell some trouble as Brian Reynolds stands in and fouls that pitch off. But Cy Young Award winner Blake Snell got the opening day start here at Tropicana Field, and he didn't make it out of the first inning. He gave up 4 earned runs, and the Pirates went on to beat the Rays on opening day 20-8. Well, 1-1 count on Brian Reynolds. However, yesterday the game was a bit closer. The Rays had a 2-1 lead going into the 8th inning, and Gregory Polanco homered off of Jose Alvarado, gave the Pirates a 3-2 lead. Keone Kela came in and got his first save of the 2020 season. But the Pirates now leading the series 2-0. Here's the 2-1 to Reynolds. Line toward left, Austin Meadows will make the catch. That's out number 2. Meadows, another player who used to play for the Pirates and was drafted by them and traded away. Both Glasnow and Meadows were traded from the Pirates to the Rays, and the Rays gave the Pirates Chris Archer. Archer got the win against the Rays here at Tropicana Field on opening day. And that was in light of some news that the Pirates received, that Jameson Taillon will be going through his second stint with Tommy John surgery. He had Tommy John surgery earlier in his career when he was in the minor leagues. Also missed some time with the Pirates because he was fighting a battle with cancer, but now is having the second Tommy John surgery of his professional career, the first since he's been a consistent starter with the Pirates, and he will miss all of 2020 with Tommy John surgery. Fouled that pitch off, did Polanco. 1-2's to count. Adam Frazier on first. He singled. Polanco, the number 4 hitter here, and the hero of yesterday's game. 1-2 pitch. That's low, counts even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I got the count, 2-2.
Glasnow pitching. This is his first start of the 2020 season with the Rays. 2-2 pitch. Softly hit but foul down the third base side. Count still even, 2-2. Foul ball count stays even at 2. Polanco playing right field with the Pirates tonight. Or today, rather. Still 4-10. But here's the 2-2 pitch. No, it's a ball. Just a bit low. Polanco doesn't chase. Count run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Frazier will be off on the pitch. He goes swing and a miss. Tyler Glasnow strikes out Gregory Polanco, and the top of the first has concluded. No runs on a hit for the Pirates. 1 runner left on base. To the bottom of the first inning, Pittsburgh 0, Tampa Bay coming to bat. Trevor Williams, Pirates starter, making his first start of 2020. 26 games last season, had a 7-9 record and a 5.38 ERA. He's somebody the Pirates need to rely on this season with the staff they have right now. He has some potential. They're close to a 500 record on the mound and could improve on the over 5 ERA, but Pirates have faith in him, and he's shown promise in years past, but oh my. Well, 1 pitch off the bat of Brandon Lowe, and the Rays strike first in this one. It's 1-0. That's the first home run of the season for Brandon Lowe. And that reached the limits of the backdrop of this indoor stadium, Tropicana Field. Whew, man, that hits the scoreboard out in right field. There's Austin Meadows, but Trevor Williams, the first pitch he throws in the 2020 regular season, is a home run, and that pitch caught a bit too much of the plate. Meadows swings and misses at it 0-1. Meadows a first-round draft pick with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Again, he was traded with Tyler Glasnow to the Rays in the Chris Archer deal. And that gets through the shift. 3 pitches, 2 hits, one of which was a home run. Rays set up well here for the heart of the order to come up to the plate. Pirates had him shifted to pull the ball, and he did not pull the ball. Here's Yandy Diaz. Hot start to the season with the Rays, 4 for 7. Pops that pitch up. And Josh Bell makes the play, foul territory. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Brandon Lowe led off the inning with a home run. Austin Meadows singled to follow that at bat. He's on first. Here's the starting lineup for the Rays. Couple new additions. Hunter Renfroe was acquired in a trade with the San Diego Padres. The Rays sent over Tommy Pham, and then Jose Martinez was a trade acquisition from the St. Louis Cardinals. Here comes Ji-Man Choi, first baseman with the Rays. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Trevor Williams has thrown 5 pitches and is in some danger. Ji-Man Choi, former Los Angeles Angel and New York Yankee, has really found a home here in Tampa Bay. Fans do favor him. Played for the Brewers, too. You see there he's acquired in a trade in 2018. But yeah, he's found himself a home here. He hasn't been really consistent in any spot in the lineup. He was a number 3 hitter, batted 5th consistently last season as well. Toward the later part of the season, he was the leadoff hitter against right-handed pitchers. And this season, to start, he's batting cleanup. Runner goes from first. That's hit into the vacated left side of the infield, and Ji-Man Choi will pick himself up a base hit, and can partially thank Austin Meadows for running on that pitch.
The right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
And despite Meadows running on the pitch, he only advances 1 base from first to second. So Meadows on second. Ji-Man Choi on first. And here's Hunter Renfroe. .286 average to start the season. He's playing right field, so Austin Meadows moved from right to left with that. Kevin Kiermaier has been a consistent piece in center. But a slightly new look to the Rays outfield for this 2020 season. Meadows played right and Pham played left. But now that Pham's gone, Renfroe with a plus arm in right. Meadows, his fielding abilities now in left field. Meadows came up as a center fielder with the Pirates, but adjusting to corner outfield positions here with the Rays. 1-2 pitch. That's hit but foul. Counts 1-2. 1 run in this half inning on a home run by Brandon Lowe. That led off this bottom of the first. Meadows and Choi both singled. They're on first and second.
That's in. Ball 2.
And now the count even 2-2. Hunter Renfroe, a dangerous hitter. And now the count's full. Renfroe with the Padres last season batted .216 but hit 33 home runs and 64 RBIs in 140 games with the Padres. Here comes the 3-2. Blew it by him. Trevor Williams gets his first strikeout. And now there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring up a versatile player, but batting as the designated hitter today, it's Jose Martinez. The Cardinals tried very, very hard to get Jose Martinez fit into their everyday lineup. He's a first baseman naturally, but plays a little bit of third and can play left field and right field. But Cardinals acquired Paul Goldschmidt. Matt Carpenter's been a consistent third baseman. Their outfield's pretty plugged up with Dexter Fowler playing right, Harrison Bader in center, Edman in left. So the Cardinals found it best to trade him and in a position to succeed with the designated hitter being in play in the American League. That hit run down by Brian Reynolds. That ends the bottom of the first. But Brandon Lowe, early offense for the Rays. This solo home run gives them the lead going into the second. There's Josh Bell. He'll bat to start the 5th inning for the Pirates offense. The second inning. Had a bit of dyslexia there to start this inning. No, stop of the second. 5, 6, 7 due up for the Pirates. And Josh Bell leading off. That's ball 1. Tyler Glasnow on the mound. Bell last game went 2 for 4. That was yesterday. Glasnow's 1-0 pitch. That's ripped but foul down the right side. Count even at 1. Glasnow now 26 years of age, and this is something that needs to be said. As that hits down the third base side, Yandy Diaz throws to Ji-Man Choi. Josh Bell grounds out, and that starts the top of the second. Before we get into Glasnow, let's take a look at the whole defense. The Tampa Bay Rays, Kevin Kiermaier, a Gold Glove winner. Austin Meadows, solid defense in the outfield. Hunter Renfroe, bit of a liability, but he's out there in right field because of his arm action, and all the infielders, no Gold Gloves for them. That's still a young infield, though. Yandy Diaz hasn't really played consistently until he came with the Rays. Willie Adames came up as a prospect. Brandon Lowe the same, and Ji-Man Choi flashes the leather a bit, but nothing spectacular out of him at first base. On the ground, left side foul. But for Tyler Glasnow, his 2016 stats, he started 4 games, pitched 7 total, and had a 4.24 ERA. In 2017, 13 games started out of 15 appearances. He had a 7.69 ERA, and then in 2018, that's when he was traded to the Rays. But started 11 games with the Rays in 2018, had a 4.20 ERA. And then in 2019, in 12 starts at a 1.78 ERA. So he seems to have found a fit here with the Rays and was part of their postseason team. Chopped on the ground. Mike Zunino. There's to G-Man Choi. Colin Moran's out. That's the second out of this half inning. It was a pretty historic matchup in Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the Rays and the Astros in 2019, because it was Garrett Cole pitching against Tyler Glasnow, two top prospects coming up with the Pittsburgh Pirates, faced off with each other with different teams in the playoffs. Brandon Lowe can't make the play. Jose Ozuna reaches base.
The catcher, Jacob Stallings.
That'll be ruled a single. Now with 2 outs, runner on first. Here's Jacob Stallings. That's high, but a strike, 0-1. Stallings, for the longest time, had been catcher depth with the Pirates. Nothing really special coming out of him just because he hadn't played very much. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, but the Pirates traded away Francisco Cervelli last season, released Elias Diaz this past offseason, and Stallings is now at the forefront of the catcher depth. He strikes out there. And that ends the top of the second inning. Pirates get no runs on a hit and leave one runner on base. At the bottom of the second inning, Rays 1, Pirates 0. Bottom of the second inning, 7-8-9, bottom of the order.
The shortstop.
Due up for the Rays. Willie Adames, Kevin Kiermaier, and Mike Zunino. First pitch on the ground, passed. Newman at short, and bobbled out in center by Brian Reynolds. Adames trying for second. Throw from Reynolds into Frazier is not in time. Willie Adames reaches second on the error by Brian Reynolds, so that's how you'll score that. Gets the first on the single, and then reaches second on the E8. That'll bring up number 8 hitter Kevin Kiermaier. Hot start to the season. Despite the 2 losses to the Pirates, Kiermaier batting .714 to start the year. And he takes ball 1. Drafted by the Rays in 2010. He's been their center fielder for the longest time. 29 years of age now. Made his debut with the Rays in 2013. Pops that one up. Colin Moran makes the play. Kiermaier's out. 1 out, bottom of the second. Here's the starting defense for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Gerard Dyson, the newest addition in the outfield, but Brian Reynolds entering his first full season in a Pirates uniform. Josh Bell over there at first. More known for offense than defense, but decent infield. Here's Mike Zunino, strike 1. Zunino, former Seattle Mariner. Playing catcher for the Rays, fouls that pitch off. Was a 2012 first-round draft pick of the Seattle Mariners and made his debut roughly a year later on June the 12th of 2013. Was traded to the Rays in the 18-19 offseason. Didn't play very much last year in 90 games he played in. It's because Travis d'Arnaud had a breakout season after he was acquired by the Rays. Dropped on the ground, Moran. Throws to Bell, that's in time. Zunino grounds out. And that's out number 2 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Number 8.
So Adames led off the inning with a single, advanced to second. So he's in scoring position, and now here's Brandon Lowe. Lowe on the first pitch, thrown by Trevor Williams, hit the ball out of the ballpark. And got the Rays their first run. Fouled that pitch off, counts 0-2. He went 0 for 5 yesterday, but started his day off with a bang, and the Rays' day for that matter. Early runs on the homer. 0-2 pitch. On the ground left side, Newman plays it, throws to Bell. That's late. Can't make the throw in the air, and that's a 2-out single for Brandon Lowe, who's now 2 for 2. Adames advances from second to third on the play, and Austin Meadows coming to the plate. He singled back in the first inning. Rays here in the second have some batters now moving through for the second time. Meadows, an American League All-Star last season with the Rays. Takes ball 2 inside. Meadows was a first-round draft pick of the Pirates in 2013. Made his debut in 2018. And shortly after was traded here to the Rays. Hit wall to left center field. To the wall it goes. That's a home run. Trevor Williams has been burned with a long ball twice now. This one a 3-run home run off the bat of former Pirate Austin Meadows. His first home run of the season. And the Rays up early in this one, 4-0. Ironic, too, because the Pirates shifted Meadows to pull the ball in his first at-bat. Now, there was no shift here, but both of his hits now have been opposite field. This one far enough to leave the yard. Trevor Williams still throwing efficiently. 31 pitches in the second, but he's now given up 4 earned runs. Here's Yandy Diaz. Popped out to first base in his first at-bat. 2 outs, bases empty after the home run hit by Meadows. Counts 2-0 now on Diaz. Didn't play very much in Cleveland. Was a middle infielder with them. But was acquired because the Rays needed a third baseman. Matt Duffy was their former third baseman. He had been struggling with injuries. But Diaz came in, filled the third base spot, had a breakout season really with the Rays last year. And then Matt Duffy was released from the Rays this past offseason. So Diaz will play third base as long as he produces. In a 3-1 count now against Trevor Williams. That's strike 2, and Williams works the count back and makes it full, 3-2. Comes all the way back to strike him out. But Austin Meadows extends the Rays' lead with this 3-run home run. And after 2 full innings, it's the Rays 4 and the Pirates 0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. This is Interleague Baseball. Pittsburgh Pirates, Tampa Bay Rays playing at Tropicana Field. That's a strike on Gerard Dyson. He's been around the game for a while. He's a World Series champion with the Kansas City Royals. Pitch misses high. That's a ball. Dyson also part of the Seattle Mariners for a short period of time and the Arizona Diamondbacks, but signed in the offseason with Pittsburgh.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He was the largest Pirates signing this offseason. Signed a 1-year, $2.5 million deal with Pittsburgh. And takes ball 2 outside. Pirates bolstered their outfield, signing Dyson and got Guillermo Heredia. But no large splashes from this team, and the Pirates spent the least amount of money in the offseason. out of any Major League Baseball team, American or National League. Glasnow gets his third strikeout.
Now batting, number 27.
And there's now one out here in the top of the third inning. Top of the order coming up for the Pirates now. There's Kevin Newman. 0 for 1 against Glasnow. And strike called there, 0-1. Newman, a versatile infielder, but playing shortstop to start the season. Cole Tucker, a Pirates first-round draft pick in 2014, made his debut last year as a shortstop, but he'll start 2019 in the minor leagues. Newman's a first-round draft pick of the Pirates as well as a first-round pick in 2015. The Pirates continue to move higher on the list in the draft. It's usually, well, no, it is. The team that finishes with the worst record typically gets a higher pick. Pirates not high expectations for this 2020 season. Started the year out 2-0 though against the Rays here, but now we're down 4-0 in Game 3. That pitch fouled off, counts even at 2. But Meadows was their 2013 first-round draft pick. He's playing for the Rays in this game. Cole Tucker, their 2014 first-round draft pick. He's in the minors. And Newman here, their 2015 first-round draft pick. Strike 3 called. That ends. No, that's the second out of the top of the third inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Adam.
So Glasnow gets the second strikeout of the inning. And with 2 outs now, here comes Adam Frazier. Singled in the first inning. Glasnow with some good efficiency. That's the 42nd pitch of his outing, and that's a strike. No ball, 1 strike is the count. Here's the 0-1. That's outside. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Frazier was picked with Meadows in that 2013 amateur draft. Was selected 6th in the 6th round. 1-1 pitch.
2-1.
That misses low. Counts 2-1. Pirates trail early after Brandon Lowe hit a solo home run in the first inning, and Austin Meadows hit a 3-run home run in the second. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on base for the Pirates. Glasnow struck out the first 2 hitters of this half inning, and Frazier putting together a good at bat. Count run full, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Bryan Reynolds would bat next. Full count pitch. On the ground foul, and the at-bat continues. Count still 3-2. That ripped to right field. And that's a home run. Adam Frazier now has 2 hits off his former teammate Glasnow, and Pirates are on the board. It's 4-1. That's Frazier's first home run of the season. He's got the potential for power here and there, and that one is hit a long way. A couple of long home runs amongst these 2 teams. Lowe's home run hit the scoreboard in right field in the first inning. And Frazier hit it several rows back in right field. There's Bryan Reynolds. No ball, 1 strike count. Top of the third inning. Pirates have a run in on the Adam Frazier home run. Chase that. Counts 0-2. Reynolds was part of the Andrew McCutchen deal that sent McCutchen to the Giants. On the ground, there's Brandon Lowe. He throws to Choi. And that ends this half inning, but Adam Frazier, 2 out, long home run. And the Pirates are on the board. Still down 3 going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Middle of the order coming up for the Rays to start this bottom of the 3rd inning.
First baseman, G-Man Choi.
4, 5, 6 hitters. It's G-Man Choi, then Hunter Renfroe and Jose Martinez. First pitch grounded into the shift up the middle, played by Kevin Newman. The shortstop throws to Bell, and G-Man Choi's down on 1 pitch.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Here's Hunter Renfroe. Struck out in the 1st inning. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Renfroe went 0 for 3 yesterday. And starts today 0 for 1. It's on the ground and foul. Counts 0-2. Or 1-1. 1-1, correction. It's very likely that Renfroe and Martinez could be platooning with each other. Right now, Martinez is designated hitting, but if Renfroe needs a day off and they want to keep his bat in the lineup, they could use him as designated hitter and put Martinez in right field.
Nope. Outside.
And the Rays have a good core right now, and it's interesting because that core was built partially around trading for Tommy Pham in the middle of the 2018 season, but they elected not to keep Pham, and they dealt him to San Diego and got Renfroe as part of that deal. We'll see how that unfolds. A wild card team last year, the Rays were, and that pitch hit the left. That's foul. Had the distance, though. The Rays favorable to make another wild card spot in the American League. Trevor Williams has 3 strikeouts now. Hunter Renfroe down swinging.
Now batting, the
2 outs.
hitter, Jose Martinez.
Jose Martinez coming up to the plate. Two outs, base is empty. Fouled off, strike 1. Jose Martinez regularly played the Pirates when he was with the Cardinals, a National League Central team like the Pirates are. The National League Central is up for grabs this year. That pitch fouled off, counts 0-2. It's a competitive division. The Pirates not favored to do anything super special just because their offseason didn't seem like much, but we'll see what happens. That's strike 3 called on Jose Martinez. 4 strikeouts now for Trevor Williams. And the 3rd inning's over. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on for the Rays. On to the 4th inning. It's the Rays 4 and the Pirates 1.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the right fielder.
You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Gregory Polanco to lead off for the Pirates. Facing Tyler Glass now for the 2nd time, and that's a strike to Polanco. Was one of the Pirates' most anticipated prospects for the longest time. And he grounds out one to the right side, played by Lowe, throws to Choi, and that's the 1st out. The Rays got their 4 runs on a couple home runs, a solo home run by Brandon Lowe in the bottom of the 1st inning, and then a 3-run home run by Austin Meadows in the bottom of the 2nd. The Pirates in the top of the 3rd inning got a solo home run by Adam Frazier to score their only run so far. And now we're in the top of the 4th. Josh Bell takes ball 1. 1-0 pitch. That's ripped to right field. Heading toward the wall. That's going to be off the wall. Played by Renfroe. He'll throw it directly into second, and Adames doesn't apply the tag in time. That was a close play at second, but Josh Bell with his first double of the season, and he's in scoring position now with 1 out. Here's Colin Moran. 0 for 1, runner in scoring position for him. Number 6 hitter with the Bucks. Colin Moran was a product of the Garrett Cole trade that sent Cole to Houston. Moran was one of 4 players that the Pirates received. Joe Musgrove, who started yesterday, was another. 0-1 pitch. Hit one to left field. Back goes Meadows. He makes the catch. Bell decides to tag but not run. And now there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose Ozuna.
And now with 2 outs, here comes Jose Ozuna, who is 1 for 1. He singled back in the second inning. On the ground toward the middle, there's Adames. Throws to Choi, and Jose Ozuna is out. That ends the top of the 4th. Pirates get no runs on a hit and leave that runner in scoring position. 3.5 innings completed. It's the Rays 4 and the Pirates 1. There's Heidi Watney. Her microphone has been broken since opening day, and I don't know why. Really wish we could hear her insight. But oh well. Sorry, Heidi. Here's Willy Adames, bottom of the order, due up for the Rays. It'll be Willy Adames, Kevin Kiermaier, and Mike Zunino. Strike 1 called. Trevor Williams hasn't given up a run since the second inning on the Austin Meadows home run. Keeping his pitch count at a respectable amount as well, coming into the 4th inning. Gets ahead of Adames quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Adames goes down on strikes. That's Trevor Williams' 5th strikeout of his line score. And with 1 out, Kevin Kiermaier is going to come to the plate. Kiermaier is 0 for 1. Has a hot start, though, to this 2020 season. Despite the Rays losing the first 2 games of this series, he came into this game with a .571 average. Or no, he had a .714 average. Pardon me. He's hit well off the Pirates in this series, despite the Rays losing the first 2 games. Pirates lead the series 2-0, but losing in this game 4-1. Trevor Williams found a groove here. He's now struck out 6 batters, 2 in the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
And that's out number 2. Tyler Glasnow just continues to strike out Jacob Stallings. Nothing to do with Trevor Williams' 6 strikeouts, though, but hey, 2 outs here is Mike Zunino. Zunino 0 for 1. Facing Trevor Williams for the 2nd time in this game. Against the shift, that's going to be a base hit for Zunino.
Now batting, number 8.
That's a 2-out single for Mike Zunino. Back to the top of the order, Brandon Lowe standing in. Lowe is 2 for 2. Homered in the first. Singled in the second. There's the 1-0 pitch. Oh my gosh. That's Brandon Lowe's second home run of the game. That was a hanging pitch thrown by Trevor Williams. That one traveled 415 feet. Exit velocity 106 miles per hour just about. You see there 105.4. Yeah, watch this pitch. It was just left up in the zone. And Lowe's already had a hot start. You can't leave pitches up to him and expect to live to tell about it. That's 6 earned runs now given up by Trevor Williams. Robbie Erlin now in the bullpen. And that's a ball that misses outside. Austin Meadows also perfect on his offensive line. Scored 2 for 2. He also homered. Hit a single his first time up. Most recently homered in the bottom of the second inning. Drove in 3 runs on it.
2 balls, no strikes.
His average will certainly go up after this game, especially after going 1 for 5 yesterday. Rays in good shape early. Hard hit into the shift, though. There's Adam Frazier. Goes to Josh Bell, gets Meadows out. And that ends this half inning, but Brandon Lowe's second home run of the game and the season gives the Rays a 5-run padding going into the 5th. Well, we're going to see from Heidi Watney again, and just take a look at, see if you can read her lips. You can't read her lips now. All you know is Gerard Dyson is standing around the on-deck circle. Derek Shelton, the new manager of the Pirates coming into this season. His first time managing a major league club.
Leading off for the Pirates, the catcher.
Pirates let go of Clint Hurdle, who started managing the Pirates in 2011 and took some of the responsibility for the Pirates being as good as they were in 2013, 2014 to 2015. Colin Poche, Chaz Rowe up in the bullpen for the Rays, but Hurdle did not win a World Series with the Pirates, stayed around until 2019, but was let go during the final game, or before the final game of the 2019 season. So Pirates baseball being rebuilt. 3-0's the count now on Stallings. Gerard Dyson on deck. But Pirates baseball trying to get a new look. And starting from legitimate scratch. Several prominent players from those 2013-15, quote, golden years are now gone. Jacob Stallings walks to lead off the top of the 5th inning.
The batter.
Pirates still down 5 runs.
Gerard Dyson.
But just to think of some starters on that Pirates team in 2015 when it won 97 games. Pedro Alvarez, the first baseman. Francisco Cervelli, catcher. Neil Walker at second. Jordy Mercer, the shortstop. Jung Ho Gung at third.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Gregory Polanco, the right fielder. Andrew McCutchen in center. That hit well, but foul. Count is even at 1. Starling Marte in left. One pitch. Polanco is the only remaining member of the 2015 team, and if you go back even farther to 2013, there are no players that played on that 2013 team that broke the 20-season losing record streak. Draw Dyson strikes out swinging. That's the second time he struck out. Glasnow now is 6, and that's the first out of this top of the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order, here's Kevin Newman. And Newman hits that one high to center field. Kiermaier's under it. He makes the catch. Stallings will go back to first. And that's out number 2. The Rays have scored 6 runs, credited to 3 different home runs hit throughout the game. One by Brandon Lowe was a solo home run in the first. Austin Meadows hit a 3-run home run in the second, and Brandon Lowe hit another home run. It was a 2-run home run hit in the fourth. And there's Adam Frazier. Frazier responsible for the only run for the Pirates. He hit a solo home run in the top of the 4th inning. One-0 pitch. Ripped and foul. The count is even at 1. The Rays here at Tropicana Field are one of the only. It's one of the only stadiums left that has bullpens still on the field. Aroldis Chapman a couple years ago, when he pitched for the Cubs, created an argument for why they should be encapsulated places. Because he threw a couple wild pitches in the bullpen and it hit the first base umpire. Cubs no longer have their bullpens down the foul lines in the outfield. That pitch misses outside, counts 3-2. And a lot of modern ballparks have switched to that, just having the bullpens inside in an enclosed space, but
That's out. Ball 4.
it gives kind of an aesthetic feeling to ballparks too, that old-fashioned kind of feel to it when they're on the field in foul territory. Adam Frazier walks. He's now 3 for 3. He's had 3 successful plate appearances, 2 for 2 on the line, on his line score officially, but 3 for 3 counting on base percentage. Now here's Brian Reynolds. Reynolds hitless in 2 at-bats, and first pitch misses outside. That's ball. Stallings reached on a walk, as did Adam Frazier. Pirates trailing by 5 runs. Softly hit. Down the line, that's foul. Counts 1-1. Brian Reynolds last year broke out with the Pirates, switch hitter, and he was close to the league lead in average many times. Couldn't keep up the pace, but really gave himself a quick spotlight with the Pirates. He flies out there to Hunter Renfroe, and that ends the top of the 5th inning. Pirates get a couple runners on a couple walks, but fail to score in that top of the 5th inning. Going to the bottom of the 5th, Rays 6, Pirates 1. And Robbie Erlin comes in to pitch for the Pirates. Former San Diego Padre, he signed a minor league contract with the Pirates in the offseason. And he made the team as a reliever. He will more than likely be needed as rotation depth as the season goes on, especially since Jameson Taillon's already been out with an injury. He might be used in spot starts throughout the season. Definitely capable of it. He used to start when he was with the Padres. But Trevor Williams goes 4 full innings, gives up 6 earned runs. All 6 runs were scored, I should say, on 3 home runs that he gave up. Play made there on the middle infield. That's out number 1. And here's a visual on Trevor Williams' start with the Pirates. 6 walks, 8 hits given up, 6 earned runs total, and 4 innings pitched. And right now, he's in line for the loss. Unless the Pirates can make a comeback. Here's Ji-Man Choi. 1 out, base is empty. That's a strike off the inside, 0-1. Chris Stratton in the Pirates bullpen. Oh, one pitch to Choi. That's on the ground and foul. Count is now no balls and 2 strikes. Hunter Renfroe, a right-handed pitcher, or right-handed hitter, pardon me, is on deck. And with this new rule requiring pitchers to throw to 3 batters in any 1 inning pitched, it'll end with Renfroe. That rule implemented into baseball to start this season. And from my observation, it hasn't had too much of an effect yet. Strikeout on of G-Man Choi there. Robbie Erlin, his first strikeout out of the bullpen. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Two outs. Here's Hunter Renfroe, 0 for 2 out of the 5 spot. Facing Robbie Erlin for the first time. A 1 pitch coming from Erlin. That's low. Count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Renfroe adds a middle of the order bat to this Rays team that it really could use. Now, Pham, while he was a good hitter and a consistent hitter, didn't have the power numbers that Renfroe put up last season. Rays don't score in that bottom of the 5th inning through 5 full innings. It's the Rays 6 and the Pirates 3.
Your attention, please.
Colin
Now
Poche
pitching for the Rays, number 38.
comes in to pitch for the Rays. Gregory Polanco to lead off for the Pirates. It'll be Polanco,
The right fielder,
Bell, then Moran. All due to bat for the Pirates. Tyler Glass now pitches 5 full innings and gives up 1 earned run. He's in line for the wins if the Rays can hold the lead. Still 4 innings left to play here at Tropicana Field. Polanco 0 for 2, and his 2 at-bats against Glass now, but batting here against Colin Poche. Poche more than likely coming in because he'll face 2 lefties in his 3 required pitchers to face, or 3 required batters to face. Here's the 0-2. That's outside, counts 1 and 2. And that's kind of been part of the manager's strategies, too, when it's come to facing 3 hitters. Polanco strikes out, but that's kind of been the philosophy, is that instead of worrying about, putting in a pitcher every batter to match up with each hitter, managers are deciding to put in a pitcher who will face his same-handedness the most in a 3-batter sequence. So it's interesting to see how managers are doing that instead. And just really changing the game and how the thought process goes for each specific manager. Here's the 1-1. That's fouled off. Counts 1 and 2. Pirates have scored 1 run on an Adam Frazier home run in the 4th inning. The Rays have scored 6 runs on 3 home runs. A solo home run hit by Brandon Lowe in the first inning. A 3-run home run by Austin Meadows in the second. And a Brandon Lowe 2-run home run in the fourth. Swing and a miss, and that's now 2 strikeouts for Colin Poche, second out
The third base
here on the top of the 6th.
Colin Moran.
I bring up Colin Moran. Made his debut with the Houston Astros in 2017. Was not part of the World Series champion team. He didn't play in the World Series. Came over to the Pirates though when Garrett Cole went over to the Astros. He was a part of 4 players involved in that trade. And he made his debut as the Pirates' third baseman in 2018. And he's really locked that down since Jung Ho Kang was dealing with off-the-field issues, and now Jung Ho Kang has been released by the Pirates. So Moran's the third baseman. It's his job to lose, and Pirates relying on him to produce maybe a little bit more, but he's been consistent since he's been with the Pirates. Just Pirates need some oomph in the middle of the order, and they're hoping Moran can provide that for him as the season progresses. 2-2's the count. Speaking of Jung Ho Kang, though, the Pirates signed him back, and it's really a shame because he didn't produce like he did when he first came to the Pirates, and he was later released because of that. But the Pirates lost a lot of money on that deal. Grounded to third, played by Diaz, and he throws to Choi. That ends the inning. Pirates go down 1-2-3, and yes, love the mascot fun. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jose Martinez will lead off for the Rays. It'll be Jose Martinez, Willie Adames, and Kevin Kiermaier all scheduled to bat at the bottom of the 6th inning. Robbie Erlin pitching into his 2nd inning, and Martinez fouls that pitch off, counts even at 1. Erlin came out of the bullpen to replace Trevor Williams in the 5th. Has pitched 1 full inning. Hit to right field. Polanco going back, and look out, bullpen. He makes the catch. Oh, look out! They just threw it right past his head. The bullpen's just not stopping. Look.
The batter, number 1.
Wow.
Stop. Willie Adames.
Oh, that's so dangerous. Put those bullpens behind the outfield walls. Man. That was so dangerous. Here's Willie Adames. That's a strike call. It's 0-1. Adames 0 for 4 in yesterday's ball game. 1 for 2 now against the Pirates. This is his first time facing Robbie Erlin. But Trevor Williams for the Pirates gave up all 6 runs. All of them were earned on 8 hits, walked 6 hitters in his start. And again, that was in 4 innings pitched. He's in line for the loss right now. Did not have a sharp outing. There's the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
That just misses. Counts 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. I got to count 2-2.
Count 2-2 now on the Rays shortstop. Popped up. Bell makes the catch on his shoelaces. That's the 2nd out. And in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Center fielder, Kevin.
The Rays have had the lead
Kiermaier.
throughout this entire game, and its biggest lead is this 5-run lead, but it was 4-1 after Austin Meadows hit a 3-run home run. No, it was 4-0 after Austin Meadows hit a 3-run home run. Pirates got a run on an Adam Frazier solo home run in the 4th, but then the Rays tacked on 2 more. Brandon Lowe hit his 2nd home run of the game. There's a 2-run home run, made it 6-1. And everything's just kind of mellowed out since. Both starters are done. Tyler Glass now went 5 full innings and gave up the 1 earned run. Gave up a few hits, but not too many. Not as many as 8 like Williams gave up. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. On the ground and foul. Count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pirates won the first 2 games of this series. This is game 3 and the final game of this specific series. That pitch fouled off. Kiermaier stays alive. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Mike Zunino would bat next, if Kiermaier could reach somehow. Ripped to right, and that's a foul ball. Count still 2-2. Erlin looking to complete 2 scoreless innings out of the bullpen with the Pirates. 2-2 pitch. High fly ball hit toward right field. Polanco running back on it, and he will make the catch. And that ends the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs on no hits and nobody left on for the Rays. Through 6 full innings, it's the Rays 6 and the Pirates 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Chaz Rowe
now pitching for the Rays.
comes out of the bullpen for the Rays.
52.
Came in 1 game of this series and has a 9 ERA now as a result of how he did. 7-8-9 due up for the Pirates. Jose Ozuna, Jacob Stallings, and then Gerard Dyson. Chaz Rowe, the second bullpen arm, replacing Colin Poche, who pitched a scoreless 6th inning for the Rays and starts his outing out with a ball. It's 1-0. Heads upstairs, counts 2-0. Jose Ozuna 1 for 2. Off Tyler Glass now. Singled his first time around. Batting here for the 3rd time with his team down by 5 runs. Fouls that pitch off, counts 2-1. Interleague Baseball on Major League Baseball's virtual network. It's Rays and the Pirates. Rays in position now to win at least 1 game in this series. The Pirates have already won it. This is game 3 of a 3-game series in which the Pirates have won the first 2. 2-2 pitch. That'll be foul. Count still 2-2. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. This is game 2 that we're covering here on the network. Fouled off. Cardinals and Reds played each other in an NL Central matchup earlier. Cardinals came back down 3-1 and won by the score of 5-3. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, count still even at 2. Well, the Cardinals now a half game up on the Pirates in the standings. Pirates as of now are 2-0. The Cardinals 3-0. Count run full 3-2 on Jose Ozuna, the first batter to bat for the Pirates in this top of the 7th inning. Three-two pitch. That's ball 4, and Jose Ozuna works a leadoff walk for the Pirates. You know, he's on board at first base after a 9-pitch at bat as well. Peter Fairbanks, Oliver Drake in the bullpen for the Rays now. Here's Jacob Stallings. And throughout the 2010 decade, the Pirates have had a plethora of catchers. None really consistent. That pitch is hit out to right field, played by Hunter Renfroe. That's out number 1. But Rod Barajas, Michael McHenry were platoon catchers in 2012 with the Pirates. Chris Snyder was their catcher in 2011. In 2013, they signed Russell Martin. He was their catcher for 2 years. He became a free agent, so they traded for Francisco Cervelli. He was their catcher, but was on and off hurt. So it was really Cervelli and Chris Stewart who were the two catchers for the team. And after Stewart left the Pirates for retirement, Elias Diaz became the catcher whenever Francisco Cervelli got hurt. And now Jacob Stallings coming up for depth. He's the top catcher right now for the team. But when you compare that to Yadier Molina being the Cardinals catcher since 2004, it really makes you think about how some teams are fortunate enough to get consistent players at certain positions while others struggle to find that puzzle piece. Here's the 2-2 to draw Dyson. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes again. Chaz Rowe, his first strikeout in his inning here out of the mound, out on the mound, out of the bullpen. 2 outs back to the top of the order. Here's Kevin Newman. But the Pirates right now, their catching situation is a little uncertain. They signed some catchers to minor league deals this offseason. Luke Maile got a major league deal. But J.R. Murphy, former catcher with the Yankees, Twins, and Diamondbacks, is now in the Pirates minor league system still. He didn't quite make the major league roster yet, and they still have the opportunity to cut him. But we'll see what happens. 2-0's the count on Newman. But right now, Stallings is the starter. Maile's the backup. 2-0 pitch. That's inside, ball 3. 3 ball, no strike count on Kevin Newman. Maile is the bench catcher right now. Former Toronto Blue Jays signed a major league deal with the Pirates this offseason. We'll look to see him play in some games as well. But Stallings not a definite starter for the Pirates. The Pirates still reworking and rebuilding the team. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. And Kevin Newman walks. Now runners are on first and second with 2 outs. Here's Adam Frazier, who's 2 for 2, homered. Singled and walked in this game. 2 outs, runners at first and second for the Pirates. Chaz Rowe has walked a couple batters now. This is his first inning out of the bullpen. The Rays were good enough to make the second wild card spot last season and won that wild card game against the Athletics, made it to the division series. Finished second in the American League East behind the New York Yankees. The Pirates finished with the second worst record in the National League. And have begun rebuilding. Adam Frazier now 3 for 3 with that single. Running, going home is Jacob Stallings. The throw's right there. Stallings, or no, that's Jose Ozuna who was running. Ozuna's out at the plate. And the Pirates fail to score in the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom half. It's the Rays 6 and the Pirates 1.
And leading up for the Rays, the catcher, Mike Zunino.
There's Mike Zunino. He'll lead off for the Rays.
0-1.
Nick Birdie, Michael Feliz in the Pirates bullpen now. Robbie Erlin has pitched the 5th and the 6th. Didn't give up a run. Now he's here in the 7th and gets Zunino to pop it up. Josh Bell makes the catch, and that's the first out. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
8.
Back to the top of the order for Brandon Lowe. Here's his most recent home run. He's homered twice in this game. This was a 2-run home run. That's the last time that the Rays scored in this game. And these home runs he hit were not wall scrapers. They were well out of the ballpark. That's a ball that misses. Counts 1-0. Lowe's first home run he hit back in the first inning. It was a solo home run, and he rips that pitch toward right center. Reynolds after it, and Reynolds makes the catch. So no perfect day for Lowe. He is now 3 for 4. And with 2 outs, here comes Austin Meadows. The other Rays player with some RBIs has 3 after he hit a 3-run home run in the second inning. That's here with 2 outs, bases empty. Facing Robbie Erlin for the first time. There's the 1-0. Too high, it's ball 2. That finds the zone. Meadows doesn't pull the trigger on the hitter's count pitch. Now it's 2-1. Former Pirates outfielder. He made his debut in 2018 and was traded shortly after. And it's just funny and sometimes unfortunate how baseball works. But Meadows was being interviewed for making his major league debut. His parents were being interviewed, and he was traded later in the season. Flies out there to Brian Reynolds, and that ends the 7th inning. Rays fail to score again going to the 8th inning. It's the Rays 6 and the Pirates 1.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 29, Peter
Fairbanks coming out of the bullpen now for the Rays. Those are his stats from this season. Those stats are from game 1 of this series when the Pirates won 20-8. Got an off day in yesterday's game.
1-0.
Is now the 3rd pitcher out of the Rays bullpen. Glasnow went 5 innings. Colin Poche went an inning, and Chaz Rowe pitched a scoreless 7th.
2 balls, no strike.
3-4-5 due up for the Pirates. Brian Reynolds, Gregory Polanco, and Josh Bell all due up. 2-0 pitch coming to Reynolds. Here it is. On the ground right side, played by Choi, throws to Fairbanks, covering, and Brian Reynolds is out to begin the 8th inning.
Gregory Polanco.
Here comes Gregory Polanco. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Batting out of the cleanup spot for the Pirates. The Pirates' only run was scored when Adam Frazier homered in the top of the 4th inning. Rays have scored 6 runs on 3 home runs. And it is accurate to say that neither team has scored on anything other than a home run. What a pitch. Chopped on the ground right side again. Choi will flip to Fairbanks, covering, and Polanco's out. And that's now the 2nd out of this top of the 8th inning.
Josh Bell.
They bring up Josh Bell, who's 1 for 3. He doubled in the 4th inning. Last season, he hit 30-plus home runs, was the first Pirates player to do that since Pedro Alvarez did in 2013. Was also the first player in the history of PNC Park to hit 2 home runs straight into the river. That's a right field base hit. And I don't mean, and there's a distinction in Pittsburgh about this, but there's a ball that bounces off the river walk and then goes in, or bounces into some trees and rolls into the river. No, Josh Bell, though, hit 2 home runs, and they were both last season, that were hit and landed straight in the river without bouncing on anything. He's got some serious power potential, and depending on what direction the Pirates go in, if he produces again in 2020, he might not stick around. But if the Pirates can build around him and build a winning culture, he'll stick around.
1-1.
Starling Marte, who was considered one of the, if not the best player on the Pirates roster, he will not be a part of the rebuild. He got traded to the Diamondbacks in the offseason. That's a fly out. That ends top of the 8th inning. Pirates don't score despite getting a runner on base. Through 7.5 innings, it's the Pirates trailing the Rays 6-1, and here comes Michael Feliz.
For the Pirates, number 45, Michael Feliz.
Feliz got an off day yesterday. He pitched on opening day and didn't do so hot out of the bullpen. Was a part of that. Contributed to the 8 runs given up that the Pirates did in their 20-8 win on opening day. There's Yandy Diaz. Fouls that pitch off. That's strike 1. Diaz hitless in this game. 0 for 3. That hit to the right side. Polanco's running after it. Look out, bullpen. 0-2's the count. The Rays, after this game, will start a 3-game series on Monday with the New York Yankees. 0-2 pitch. That's low, counts 1 and 2. The Pirates, after today's game, will travel to Chicago to play a 3-game series with the Cubs. Rays will continue the homestand. The Rays will host the Yankees. Also, to be more specific for you, 2-2 count on Yandy Diaz. Got him swinging. Michael Feliz strikes out a batter. The first one he faces out of the bullpen. 1 out. Feliz is the second pitcher out of the bullpen for the Pirates. Robbie Erlin pitched a scoreless 5th, 6th, and 7th, relieving Trevor Williams, who gave up all 6 of the runs to the Rays. Here's cleanup hitter Ji-Man Choi. Devordis Navarakis is in the bullpen now for the Pirates. And Ji-Man Choi takes strike 1. Choi singled in the first inning. And hasn't gotten a hit since. Here comes the 0-1 from Feliz. That's inside. Counts even 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates won the first 2 games of this series. Trail here by 5, though, late in the game. Right now, Tyler Glasnow is in line for the win, and Trevor Williams in line for the loss. That's too high. Counts 2 and 1. Pitch for Michael Feliz. That's too high, and now Ji-Man Choi's in a hitter's count. 3 balls and 1 strike on him. Three ball, 1 strike count. Here's the pitch. On the ground against the shift. That's foul. Ji-Man Choi in his first at-bat beat this Pirate shift. He hit it up the middle through more of the left side of the infield. Grounds it into the shift this time. Played by Bell. Flips to Feliz covering, and that's out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder, Hunter.
2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning. Here comes number 5 hitter Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 3. Struck out in the 5th inning. The Rays' offense has been quiet since the 4th inning. Pirates has been quiet most of the game. The lone run the Pirates scored was on an Adam Frazier solo home run in the top of the 4th inning, but the Rays have scored on 2 home runs hit by Brandon Lowe and then one by Austin Meadows. Lowe hit a solo and a 2-run home run And Meadows, a 3-run home run. 1-1 pitch. That's outside. Counts 2-1. That's inside. 3-1 count now. Michael Feliz got the first 2 hitters out to start his first inning on the mound with the Pirates. But has now fallen behind to Renfroe, 3-1. Hit in the air. Deep left center field. Gerard Dyson makes the catch. And the 8th inning has concluded. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on for the Rays. Last half inning coming up if the Pirates can't come back. There's Jose Ozuna. 7-8-9 due up for the Pirates. Jose Ozuna, the designated hitter. Then he'll be followed by Jacob Stallings and Gerard Dyson. That pitch misses outside, ball 1. Jose Ozuna 1 for 2 with a walk. Facing Peter Fairbanks. Fairbanks pitching out of the bullpen. Glass now went 5 innings. Colin Poche pitched the 6th. Chaz Rowe pitched the 7th. Fairbanks came in to start the 8th, and here he is now in the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Got him on strikes. And that's 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning.
Now batting.
Here comes Jacob Stallings. He's 0 for 2, walked in a previous plate appearance. Rays in line to win Game 1 of the 2020 season. Tyler Glass now in line for the win. Trevor Williams in line for the loss. This is not a save situation for Peter Fairbanks. The Rays will improve if they hold on to the lead. Will improve to 1-2 in the AL East. The Pirates would fall to 2-1 and be a half game back of the St. Louis Cardinals for second place in the NL Central. 2-1 pitch. That's a strike, top of the zone. Counts even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That misses low, and the count's now full 3-2. Bottom of the order hitter Gerard Dyson is on deck. 3-2, here it comes. Stallings stays alive, fouling that pitch off. Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays. Pitch fouled off, count still full 3-2. Three-two again. That misses. Peter Fairbanks issues a walk. First base runner he's given up since he came in the 8th. And here's Gerard Dyson. Dyson hitless in 3 at-bats in this game. First pitch. That's a strike, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Dyson with the Pirates now on a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. Signed the biggest contract in the offseason that the Pirates issued. Pirates light spenders this offseason. 0-2 the count on Dyson. Chops that pitch foul, count still 0-2. Dyson, a veteran player in his mid-30s. Still a pretty good defender in the outfield and runs well. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's in the dirt. Blocked by Zunino. Back to first. Goes Ozuna. Or no, Stallings, excuse me. Ozuna struck out to begin the inning. Stallings now on first. He reached base on a walk, and Gerard Dyson stays in the at-bat. Counts 1-2. 1-2 pitch again. Here it is. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Fairbanks in his outing. Second out of the top of the ninth.
Number 27.
And the top of the order coming back up for the Pirates. Here's Kevin Newman. 0 for 3 out of the leadoff spot for the Pirates. Ripped to left field. That's going to fall in front of Meadows. Base hit. Jacob Stallings advances from first to second, and Kevin Newman keeps the game alive with a 2-out single.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
And now here's Adam Frazier, who is 3 for 3. A home run, 2 singles, and an RBI on that home run. Pirates have 1 out left to work with. Don't have any more to spare. Pitch from Fairbanks. Hit and foul. That's strike 1. Rays had a couple players who were perfect in their at-bats. Austin Meadows went 2 for 2 to start this game, and Brandon Lowe went 3 for 3.
That's outside.
Should this be the last inning, Meadows will finish 2 for 3, and Lowe 3 for 4. 1 strike to work with. Stallings on second. Newman on first. That hit wall to right field. Going back, Renfroe to the wall. He makes the catch. Long run for Renfroe, but this ball game has concluded. The Rays salvage a game out of the 3-game series. Pirates finish 2-1 against the Rays. Rays get their first win of the 2020 season in this interleague baseball game. There's Glasnow there. You see him. He got the win. Pitching 5 innings for the Rays. Gave up 1 earned run. Both bullpens were shut out. And I said that with weird inflection. They both gave up no runs. Each team's bullpen. And this is how this results. Tyler Glasnow got the win. He gave up 1 earned run in 5 innings pitched. Trevor Williams gave up all 6 of the runs that the Rays scored. Gave up 6 earned runs on 8 hits in 4 innings pitched. He gets hit with the loss. Brandon Lowe, player of the game, hit a solo home run there in the first inning and hit a 2-run home run in the 4th inning, giving himself 3 RBIs. He went 3 for 4. He's the player of the game. The other offensive highlight for the Rays was Austin Meadows hitting that 3-run home run in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The lone run scored for the Pirates was on Adam Frazier's solo home run in the 3rd inning. He went 3 for 4 in the Pirates' loss. You've been watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Have a great rest of your Sunday.